Jonesy for sports.
Jonesy for sports. Jonesy for sports.
You make sports better.
We make sports better.
Make sports better.
Jonesy for sports, we make sports better.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Jones here on Jones for Sports. And first off, I want to say a Happy New Year to each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all for supporting Jones for Sports. You know, whether it be the Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, it doesn't matter. Your support means the world to me. And I just wanted to say thank y'all. And I wish nothing but the best for y'all in 2019. Let's grind. Let's get money. Let's be healthy. Let's, do what we got to do to better ourselves and better the people around us that we love. So that's just my little, message for y'all for 2019. And like I said, Jones for Sports, we're gonna make it bigger and better. That's my main goal this year for 2019 is to make this bigger and better for you guys that watch and support. So get into it. If y'all new to this, if this is the first time y'all watching, welcome to Jones for Sports. We make sports better. But before you go on and watch the rest of these videos, hit that subscribe button, that like button, share it, tell a friend, and join the family, man. It's a lot of fun what I do and what we do as a family, as a team in Jones for Sports. So just hit that subscribe button and let's get started. So most of y'all already know what it is, what today is. Today's the NFL playoffs start. Wild card, baby. This is where it all begins. This is where all the fire starts. This is where all the fun starts. So I'm excited, especially because my boys are in there, but we're going to get to them later. Today I really just wanted to get into my predictions of each game this weekend, today's games and tomorrow's games. So let's start off with the first game, which is in the AFC. We got the Colts going up against the Texans. Now, that's a real good game, man. Real good game. Two teams in the same division went at it already twice this season. We got a tied series. Colts winning the last one, Texans winning the first one. I'm not even sure who's favored to win this game. Normally, I would go with the Colts, especially because of Andrew Luck. What he's been able to do this year is very special. After the injuries he's had, not too many people thought he would be here at this stage right now. Probably thought he'd give it another year or two. But he's back. He's back being the old Andrew Luck, and he's been even better. He's up for Comeback Player of the Year, which I think he'll get. But not only just him, that team overall looks real good. Their defense is strong. Head coach is making the right moves at the right times. I just like overall what that team looks like. But given that, I have to give the edge to the Texans. I just really think that their defense is going to be a huge difference in that game. And their quarterback, he's going to be a big difference. When you got guys that can get out the pocket and make plays outside the pocket, it always adds another element to trying to stop them, and it's hard doing that. It's hard to try to chase down a guy that's getting out of the pocket, but also going to throw it across the field to a wide open receiver who's going to go down and score. This is what Deshaun Watson can do. Or if he's not going to throw, he's going to run it on you. He's going to go. He's quick. He's got great moves. So I think that will overall be the difference in this game. I think Texans will get at the after the quarterback, after Andrew Luck. He's not going to have all the time in the world to throw the ball and, make big plays for him. So I think it'll be a low scoring game because of the defenses. I'll go with 17-14 Texans. I know a lot of people don't want to go with Texans because of their past, their history. They have great regular seasons. Their defense is always good. And then come playoffs, they win a game or two and then it's over. We don't see them anymore because they can't get it done. But I think that's over with. The reason why I say that is because Texans never had a quarterback. All those years they've been in the playoffs the past few years, they ain't had nobody. Come on now. I'm not even going to bring up that dude that's in Miami. We already know who I'm talking about, but he's trash. And they wasn't getting far with him. So, but this dude, they can they can do something with this dude. This dude is the truth. He's only in his second year. He's also up for comeback player of the year after his injury last year. Yeah, I think with him and that defense, I think they're gonna take him down. So please prove me wrong, prove me right. And Houston, keep going. I know my boy Angel's a big Texans fan. Shout out to my boy Angel. They'll give you one today, Angel. All right, getting into the next one, the more important game for me is the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks going at it today at Jerry World. Now, obviously, I'm gonna go with my boys, but it's not just because they my boys. It's I really believe in them this year. Not so much earlier this year, but I think now they have found their identity both on offense, but more importantly on defense. Um, like I say all the time, I tell my pops that, I tell my friends that defense wins championships. And if you can't play defense, there's a good chance you're not winning that game. That's just how it is. Like if your defense is superior, there's a great chance you're gonna win that game. We see it all the time. The New York Giants did it against the Patriots. The Seattle Seahawks did it against the great Broncos with Peyton. I mean, we see it all the time. The Broncos against Cam and them boys. We see it all the time. If you have an elite defense, it will overcome a great offense. And I think that's what we have if we play like we did against the Saints. I know we have that kind of ability to play like that, to play fast, to hit hard, to get at the ball, defend the passes, and staying on their guys, taking away their best receivers, locking down the run game. I mean, when all those things are clicking, this Dallas defense could be the best in the league. I really think that. So that being said, I think that's exactly what's going to happen today. I think it'll be a close game, but I think my boys will come up big tonight. Tonight, because they know that they know the history behind the Cowboys. They know, we've been there in the past few years, and just getting knocked out always the first round. We haven't won a playoff game in a while, and if we do, it's only been one in the past 10, 15 years. You know the story. So, and I know they know the story. So I want them to look at it as this is another championship game, like they thought the Saints game was. It's more important. This is the playoffs. None of that stuff that happened in the regular season matters anymore. Every win counts right now. If you lose, you go home. You already know the deal. So I think they know that. I think they're going to bring that energy. And, like my boy Skip Bayless says, they perform well when the doubters are there. When everyone doubts them, they end up performing. And I can say I've been one of those doubters a few times this year, and every time I doubted them, they ended up winning the game big, way bigger than I expected. So I think we'll win that game, but I don't want to count out Seattle. Seattle is a great team. They've been here, done that, got rings, a ring at least. Been to the Super Bowl twice. So and you got a quarterback like Russell Wilson. You can't count him out ever. You can never count him out. He's a great quarterback. He knows how to play the game the right way. He plays it smart, especially when he has a good team around him. Now, I know he's had success because of those defense, that Seattle defense of old. He had them backing them, but I still think they're still gonna, put up a real good game, and they got the number one rushing offense, so that definitely helps. But like I said, defense is gonna be the reason one of these teams wins the game, and I believe we have the better defense. So we've already met them earlier in the year, week 3 I think it was, and they killed us. But they had Earl Thomas, and he was the main reason why they won. I would say he had 2 turnovers, and he was just all over the field at that time. And the Cowboys didn't really know their identity at that time. It was early in the season. I think we know our identity now. We run the ball. We try to, use Dak as much as we can, but we know that Zeke is that guy. We're going to use him as much as we can. And our defense. Our defense got to play lockdown defense. We got to shut down, hit them in the mouth type of defense. So that's what I expect. But who knows? But I'm riding with my boys. So I think it'll be a close game. I'm going to go with 21-17 Dallas Cowboys. We win it close in the last 2 minutes of the game, maybe a field goal or something like that. But come on, boys, let's do it, man. Let's start the 2019 off right. Don't have me mad and sick and not wanting to come out for the next few days, because I will be very, very sick if we lose this game. All right, moving on. I don't even want to talk about that anymore. Next, we got on Sunday, we got the LA Chargers going up against the Baltimore Ravens. Now, this is a real good game as well. All the games are, but this one's very good because what the Ravens have been able to do with their new quarterback back there, and what the Chargers have been able to continue to do from what they left off last year. Last year they were great. This year they came in great as well. 12-4. Unfortunately, they didn't get to get the number 1 or 2 seed because the Chiefs came this year strong, and Patriots still the Patriots. So that's what got in their way of trying to get that number 1 seed or that bye, that first week bye. But I still think they're a great team with Rivers back there. Still a good defense. Still know how to run the ball. And there were, surprisingly, in the beginning of the season, a lot of people's Super Bowl picks to get there. I'm not sure to win, but a lot of teams had the Chargers getting there this year, which I like. I think that's great for the city. With all these new teams coming to LA and, making noise. So that's what's up. You got the Rams now also making noise. So it's great for the city. That being said, them Ravens, man, that defense, it's too real. It's too real, man. I don't think my boy Phillip Rivers can get past that. And not only do they have an amazing defense, they got a young rookie back there that's playing great. He's balling. I mean, no one thought he was going to come in and be this good this fast. I mean, to come in after a great Joe Flacco. He hasn't played great this year, but we know what Joe can do, especially when he gets on the playoffs. He's won them a Super Bowl a few years ago. He's really good when it comes to the playoffs, but this year he didn't get the job done, and he got injured, and they let the young boy come in, and he's been amazing. So I think they've won 6 of their last 7, I think it was, since he's been in, so you can't argue with that. He doesn't look nervous back there. He looks comfortable. Like you said, he takes it one day at a time. And that defense is going to back him up. That defense I think it's the number 1 scoring defense in the league. If not, it's probably second to Chicago, who we're going to talk about later. I really like that defense. I think Baltimore moves on. I want to say it's going to be a close game, but I think that defense is going to be that strong that it's not even going to give Phillip a fighting chance to win this game. I'm going to go with the score 24-14, the Baltimore Ravens. Shout out to my boy Ian Riley, a huge Ravens fan. I know he's happy, so I just wanted to shout you out, Ian. And I'm picking your team to move on, so that's what we got. Moving on to the next and final team on Sunday. Final team, sorry. We got the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. Another great game. Now, I'll start off. I'll tell you who my pick is. I'm going to go with Chicago. Defense is great. They got Khalil Mack. The quarterback's been playing good. Boy can definitely run. Didn't think he could run like that, but the boy can run. He's like a Lamar. He's like Wentz and all those dudes. He's real good. He can throw the ball. That being said, I ain't going to count Philly out. I am not going to count Philly out, especially with that boy Nick Foles. Super Bowl MVP last year. We see what he can do, and he's got another chance to do it again this year. I ain't even going to lie. As a Cowboy fan, I'm a little scared to see them in the playoffs right now. I am. I ain't gonna lie to you. We seen what they did last year, and now, granted, it's not the same team. They don't have that number one seed they had last year. They don't have the first week bye. They don't have that amazing, great defense they had last year. That being said, they still can get the job done. We see what they did the last few weeks since Nick Foles has come in. The defense has come alive. Some of the receivers has come alive because Foles is spreading the ball and getting it to his guys. I don't know, man. Foles he's good, man. He knows he's not. It's like he's not even scared of the moment. He's not. It doesn't faze him at all. You know, he gets in it. He knows his job. He knows hey, I gotta come in. I gotta do my job. Next man up. If I don't get it done, no one else will. So I gotta tip my hat to him for sure. That being said, I'm still going with Chicago. I think they're the better team. I think the defense is better. But I will not count out Philly. So if Philly wins, I wasn't all the way wrong. Let's just say that. All right. So that's it, y'all. Those are my picks. Those are my wildcard picks for the week. Tell me what y'all think. Y'all feedback. Who y'all think is gonna win? Who's going home? And who do y'all possibly think could win it all? I would love to hear from y'all. And if y'all would love to come on the show, let me know. We can Skype. We can audio. It don't matter. We'll figure a way to get it done. That's it, though. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, share, and enjoy y'all weekend. It's your boy Jones here on Jones for Sports. We make sports better. Peace.